Everything has become a health risk in 2026. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. I feel like y'all have heard me talk about it for a while, that I feel like everybody says everything's not healthy. Even my mom be telling me certain things. I'm like, count your damn calories, mother. I say mommy, you know? I'm like, count your calories. But what pisses me off, and I've said this before, and y'all know this, when everybody says, what's in here? What is this? What is it? And it's regular things. And they be like, the US is this, the US is that, the US is, and it's like, it's just regulated. I don't know how to explain it. Let's get to the video.
She been comment me.
Rubbery watermelon. The texture is so weird, like disgusting.
When she opens it and she breaks it in half, it gets very tough and doesn't really break.
You know what I be telling people with this? I be telling people, us as humans, some people are born with an arm in their forehead. Some people born with two belly buttons. Some people born with, two twins conjoined like this. Why can't fruit ever have genetic mutations? Not every fruit has to be perfect. Because it's not perfect now. It's because we fucked up it's because the world is, you guys are the government. Nah, why can't some slip through? This look like a regular banana. You peel it back, it's not a regular banana. Everybody gonna sit here and say the government, it's them trying to kill us. That's how I see it though. I just see it as this genetic mutations.
And when it pulls, it's like it's glue.
Watermelons from their local supermarkets. These watermelons, shown in dozens of videos, often look strange.
There's a cocktail. Would you look at this?
Every one of these people, out of how many of these fruits you got, how many of them do this? And they gonna sit here and say, oh, you see, things are just, this the first one out of 25 years of your life. You see, out of 32 years of your life, this is the first time you seen a squishy orange, squishy banana, squishy avocado.
We live in a world where it seems like everything has been engineered against us. Our food engineered for shelf life, not human life. Your cleaning products, even though they're advertised as fresh and pure, boldly labeled as doctor trusted or doctor recommended, often contain toxins that are harming you. Even the water you drink probably has a bunch of microplastics in it, and the pH isn't as advertised. In the next clip I'm about to show you, I want you to see which one of those items you've consumed, seen in your household, or maybe even purchased for your household. Mind you, a lot of these items are items that are super popular with kids.
Guys, I'm in the store today. I'm gonna see how many items I can find with Red 40 in a few minutes. This one obviously is Red 40s, Red 40. Also regular Gatorade, Red 40. We're gonna do this V8, it's supposed to be healthy. This has Red 40, Red 40. Another Red 40, Red 40, Red 40 right here. Almost anything red in the store, guys, has Red 40 if it's processed. Red 40, 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 Red 40.
Red 40, Red 40, Red 40.
All right, because now he piqued my interest. Because look at this. I thought Shams was on my side. I think he's on the side of his. Okay, so basically Red 40 can hurt you in the long run with inflammation, maybe colon. It's probably this colon and rectum, so maybe leads to like colon cancer. I don't know. It could possibly lead to kidney stones or whatever, but usually distal colon and rectum. So yeah, almost like colon cancer, anything to do with your bum and your tract system, right? Your tract system or whatever. I feel like if you're eating a regular diet, a cool diet, Red 40 not gonna do nothing. Cause trust me, brother, and sisters too. This mother who don't eat Red 40, is he better than us? Look at him. He not flying. Maybe he's longevity. Maybe he might live. Maybe he might not get the cancer when he's 70, when he's 50. We don't know. All I will tell you is just watch what you eat. You can't just go out here eating Fruity Pebbles and then Fanta and then it's not the Red 40 that's killing you. It's not.
Red 40, red 40, red 40.
It's your decisions.
Red 40, red 40, red 40, red 40, red 40.
Red 40, red 40, red 40, red 40. Right about now, you guys are probably asking, Shams, what is red 40? Red dye 40 is a synthetic petroleum-based food coloring. Red 40 can be found in a bunch of processed foods.
It's talking about red 40 is killing me. Yeah, it's not the sugar in all of these. It's not. Y'all eating this for breakfast, and it's the red 40 y'all pointed out.
No, they don't have to be red. And although the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, the U.S. federal agency responsible for protecting public health, has deemed red 40 as being safe, research has shown that red 40 is linked to certain ADHD symptoms such as hyperactivity, and may also cause neurobehavioral effects in children. So yeah, red 40 might be the reason why your kid is super hard to control, unruly, and acts like this.
Nope, no iPad. But I want a you can't have the iPad. No!
Connor would have got his ass whooped. Connor would have got that chair to his head like it was 2007 WWE.
And oh yeah, there's more to dyes like red 40 and other dyes in its family tree.
They're also linked to cancer, allergies, infertility, DNA damage. In fact, the United States plans to ban 8 artificial food dyes by the end of next year, including blue 1, found in these, yellow 6, found in these, and of course red 40, found in these, which is petroleum-based. Okay, so why even use it? Because look at this, artificial dyes stay vivid longer. So these can sit on the shelf for a while and the color will still pop to grab the consumer's attention. And in our experience, they're cheaper than their alternatives like...
And look, my goal isn't to sit here and try to villainize food, because food is not evil, but it has been turned into something that can be extremely harmful. Brief intermission, y'all. I'm here with an
Yup, tester up, yup. Hey, y'all subscribe to me, subscribe to me, please. I'm back in front of the camera, subscribe to me, please.
It's not nourishment. Calories are cheap and nutrients are optional. You can literally eat a full meal and still feel unsatisfied. And the reason is because even though the food might be calorie dense, it's not nutrient dense. It has fillers, enhancers, shortcuts to keep you coming back over and over again.
Let's see what's inside an oatmeal cream pie.
It starts with corn syrup, then enriched bleached flour, palm and soybean oils with TBHQ and citric.
What it really is enriched anything. If it says enriched, that's not what you want. You don't want enriched flowers. You don't want bleached. I mean, I'd rather take bleached than enriched, but enriched flowers really make you hold on to the way the chemical processes that they put the flower through to bleach it, I think enriches it. And it strips it from its whatever. It just interacts with your body. That process interacts with your body differently to where you hold on to more of the weight. And it's not like you're gonna hold on to like a pound or anything crazy. It's little by little. But you gotta think about it. If you eat this bread that says enriched as the literal first ingredient, and you eat a snack enriched, all throughout your day you're eating, and throughout throughout the month you're eating enriched things over and over and over. You're gaining that weight, and you're gaining more weight. You're retaining more of that weight. So I would say that's what I told my mom. She was trying to lose weight, and she was like, the calorie. I was like, just start with choosing better foods. Choose things you can eat. Whatever. If you're starting, just choose better foods. Like, just go without enriched. Just try and find things that don't say enriched, and that's how you learn. You teach yourself how to read an ingredients label. You know how to read ingredients label. Not every label needs to be, flour, beans, oil. Oh, that means it's good. No, that's not what it means. But you should know what certain scientific names for something is as well. Like if someone says sucralose, someone's like, oh, that's bad for you. That's bad for you? You know what I'm saying?
Like acid to protect flavor, whole grain rolled oats, molasses, raisin paste, sugar, water.
More than likely though, if it has the least amount of ingredients, it is a little bit better for you. Not better, but safer, because you can see exactly what's in it.
Dextrose,
And I know what some of you guys might be thinking, these are super processed foods, so it makes sense for them not to be healthy. And look, I get it. It's not like you can walk into nature and pick out some chips, cookies, and ice cream from a tree. This is a sharp-born lava girl. But even with things that you would think are much less processed, there's still a significant amount of harm.
No.
For example, with things like bacon, deli meats, lunch meats, however you want to refer to them,
if you sitting, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry. If you sitting here eating bacon still, just bacon out the thing, I'm sorry. If you eating bacon like more than one month, I don't know how to explain it. You should not be eating bacon on the regular. You should get a pack of bacon and eat that maybe like, I don't know, like maybe 3 packs of bacon a year, something like that. So it's maybe like 32 strips of bacon a year. If you eating bacon like regularly, I don't know what to say.
We've just been classified as a group one.
You do you. I mean, especially if you're tracking it, you do you. That's fine. That's bad eats though. But it's just the fact that how bad bacon is for you. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm like better than anybody and everybody, but like I'm saying like bacon though, it's a little different. Me personally, I don't.
Meaning that they cause cancer. And I mean, if you thought about it intuitively, you'd probably be thinking, how processed could something like a deli meat really be? Shouldn't it be like thinly sliced pieces of seasoned meat, maybe with a dash of preservatives? But I guess it's not that simple anymore. And that's the thing. A lot of the food that we have in today's world isn't like what it used to be. It doesn't take a few steps to make, and it definitely doesn't have few ingredients. And just to give you some perspective, let's compare food in the past to food today. We got fries in the past, potatoes, beef tallow, salt, fries now. That has to be at least like 10 ingredients. We got ketchup in the past, fully ripe tomatoes, cane sugar, pickling vinegar, freshly ground spices.
What's the difference? Tomato concentrate, red from ripe tomato, distilled vinegar, high fructose corn syrup, cane sugar. Hey, the one on the right tastes better.
Ketchup now. All of a sudden, they're adding high fructose corn syrup, salt, and natural flavor.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
what did that even mean, bro? Like, imagine something being so unnatural, so processed, that they have to add quote-unquote natural flavoring. They gotta trick your brain so it doesn't acknowledge that it's eating crap. And this one is just insane. Boyardee then, tomato, beef, pasta, onions, salt, spices. Boyardee now. Tomato, wheat, flour, cracker meal, bleach.
And that shit's still ass. The best thing about Chef Boyardee was the commercials.
White flour, niacin, iron, thiamine monotrate, vitamin B, PVM, folic acid, high fructose corn syrup, and the list just keeps going. We got rich.
But the thing that I'm saying is like a lot of this is like you would see him like, I don't know what this is. Why are they using this? Why are they using this? And it's like you come down here and it's like soybean oil. That's soybean oil. You know, you go like salt. Okay, that's salt. You go all these names I don't know that can't be good for you. You see something like this, xanthan gum, and xanthan gum is used to just change texture, to like thicken things to a certain, make it a certain consistency or texture. Like it helps with that too. So you know, it's like something that you're like, what is xanthan gum? Modify, you know what I mean? And then that kind of brings you down to like, okay, so what is thiamine? And then you gotta just search it up and see what it does. Not saying that because it makes it thicker, it changes the consistency, it's good for you, it's okay for you. I'm not saying that, because xanthan gum, just because it changes the consistency, don't mean it's healthy. But it's not necessarily, that's you know what I'm saying? It's like, just chill a little bit and eat everything in moderation. That's my thing. Just eat everything in moderation.
Acid, high fructose corn syrup, and the list just keeps going. We got Ritz crackers then versus now. Jello then versus Jello now. Peanut butter then versus now. Like, genuinely, why are we messing with peanut butter? That should seriously be one of the easiest
Get natural peanut butter though.
to make. You literally just ground some peanuts.
Let's see what's inside peanut butter. Roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil, which is a combination of cottonseed, soybean, and rapeseed oil, and salt. All you really need is peanuts and maybe some salt. That's it.
That's all you need, actually.
Just go around and see things that don't need to be changed and just think to themselves, let's add seed oils and a bunch of those chemicals people don't know how to pronounce.
But that's what I don't understand too. I don't like when we just sit here and say, I got so much bail for the people that don't care about me, these companies. But I just don't like the naiveness of a lot of us that just hear certain things like things are healthy. It's like it gets annoying and repetitive. I'm like, all right, so let's unpack that a little bit. And y'all, we can have a conversation about it. You can argue with me. I'm not on the company side. I'm not saying us being skeptical is bad. I'm just saying like, let's be skeptical kind of about the right things. Let's not just jump on a bandwagon. If you know what you're talking about, then you know what you're talking about. If you don't, then you don't. All I'm saying is I don't know what I'm talking. I mean, I know a little bit of what I'm talking about just because I looked into it, because I am curious enough to actually look into it. And I feel like peanut butter only takes these two things. But if you see other people and everybody else in the world, like say you have your company and people are making peanut butter. You make peanut butter too. Everybody's sweetness is good. So now your peanut butter is like that. You're gonna add sugar to it so it'll sell too. It's a company, it's a business. We getting mad at, then make your own peanut butter. Y'all getting mad at the peanut. It's nothing healthy, nothing. Then buy the expensive healthy ones or make your own. But you're not gonna do that. You're not even gonna detox your tongue for the sugar. So when you eat the natural one, you're gonna be like, this one just don't, and y'all be like, the oil on top of the peanut butter, nasty. But it's like, we gonna sit here and complain about it still. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
We got Twinkies then, flour, milk, sugar, eggs, bananas. That actually sounds delicious. We got
and on top of that, let's say you have I keep yapping. Imagine you have a company, you make a product like a little Twinkie, and the shit go bad after a week on the shelf. Now you just losing money. Should I just do it for the integrity, the strength? I'm going broke. Y'all not. I'm gonna put some preservatives in here. I'm gonna put this wheat flour in here to make it stay a little bit softer for longer. I'm gonna put this in here so that it coats your mouth with the oils and its sugar, so it tastes better. It tastes less natural, but it tastes better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand
Twinkies now. The ingredient list looks like a paragraph in a college dissertation.
It's
we got
up to
Reese's,
us, though.
We got Chips Ahoy. We got Hershey's chocolate syrup. Why is it in a jar, though? Like, how are they pouring it? Were they, like, using a spoon, or were they just pouring it from the jar? We got whipped cream. And look, I know someone out there is probably thinking, at the end of the day, these are processed foods, and if you want to eat healthy, just eat whole foods. But whole foods aren't safe either. A lot of animals are raised in unsanitary, subpar conditions. A lot of the chicken in America literally gets bleached before it arrives at the supermarket. If you're eating farm-raised fish like salmon or tilapia, just know those fish are being raised in some filthy environments.
Fuck is that?
Fish often end up having contaminants, which of course lead to things like cancer, metabolic disorders, type 2 diabetes, and more. And I think trying to be healthy in today's world has to be one of the most exhausting things ever. Because, I mean, at this point, it feels like everything is a health risk. Everything is claimed to cause cancer. Do you have a plastic cutting board? Yeah, over time, as you use that, you're gonna get microplastics in your food. Do you use AirPods? Yeah, so those are basically microwaving your brain.
Watch this. Both AirPods and wireless headphones emit massive amounts of EMFs, massive amounts of radio frequency, electromagnetic fields.
Stop wearing your AirPods. It truly is like wearing a mini microwave centimeters from your brain. And everyone should know that putting a microwave on your head is a horrible idea.
Do you eat bread? Oh yeah, so bread isn't bread anymore. It's more like a sponge because there's so many chemicals in it.
It's just preservatives. I mean, I was in Europe. The bread goes bad after 2 days. I lived in Europe for a year. It goes bad after 2 days. The niggas in Europe were saying, we want America's bread. But we in America saying, oh, look what they're doing.
Do you use cleaning products? Yeah, most of those are toxic and they're gonna cause you cancer.
Good, better,
that's
best.
true though.
Surface
That's true.
cleaners at Target. These traditional.
I heard the weed whacker thing where you sprayed on the curb when the weeds are going. That gave a lot of people cancer back in like 2010 when it was coming out. And people got money like in 2018.
Cleaners are absolutely fooling you. Mr. Clean, Fabuloso, they're all petroleum-based chemicals in these
Fabuloso's
antimicrobial
OG
varieties.
though.
You're literally slathering your home in carcinogenic and antimicrobial compounds that can get inside of your body and wreck your microbiome, which is the key to your health. Better, but unfortunately still toxic, are these scented varieties of Myers, Everspring, and Method. Look, if any surface cleaner you buy has that word fragrance, this is a known neurotoxin that can easily lead to brain fog, allergies, and even the big C. The Target does carry the Everspring all-purpose cleaner that has no fragrances in it, which will avoid all those gut-disrupting and inflammatory compounds, making it a really safe option for your home.
Here's one you might have not expected. You know those grocery store receipts? Receipts have BPAs, which is basically a chemical that can lead to hormonal imbalance and lower testosterone in men. And we can't forget about our phones and the apps in them that are basically destroying our attention span. Literally cooking our dopamine reward system. Making it so that you can't sit still and just complete a task without some sort of outside stimulus or moving around or being jumpy or switching
Cause F math. What we talking about?
Between apps. And maybe the worst part about this is that there's so many claims out there that things are unhealthy, that things are bad for you, that things can cause cancer, that you don't know what's propaganda and what's not propaganda.
Hello everybody, here's Martin, your personal water sommelier. Today let's do the pH test on different bottled waters. So I bought myself the little pH drops and now let's see if a water is alkaline or acidic. So you see already when I'm putting the different drops in, you see it will change, and dark blue means alkaline and yellow means acidic. So you can already see so many different colors. But what does it actually mean now for our body? I can tell you what, it doesn't mean anything. It's all crap. This is what it is. So obviously this whole example what I just did doesn't make sense at all because it doesn't give you any health benefits. You just see which water is alkaline and which water is acidic. When you're drinking water, it will go into your stomach and your stomach is extremely acidic. So everything what you eat and everything what you drink will go acidic. The second reason it doesn't make sense to drink high pH or alkaline water because the claims that you can balance out your body by drinking alkaline water is absolutely not true. Your body has different pH levels.
And it really doesn't help when brands are just blatantly lying. Brands will literally tell bold-faced lies advertising their products as natural, clean, healthy, knowing damn well their product is the furthest thing from that. And
I feel that too, like they do lie, but that guy's point with the water is kind of my point. It's like y'all sit here and run with something that you don't really know, but you'll sit here and be a stand for it. Like what he's saying right now, companies are lie, but at the same time, we're not putting any what am I? Yeah, I just had, damn, must be the cleaning products. I'm having brain fog. Oh my goodness. Putting oh my goodness, brain frog. Oh, frog.
What?
I mean, we recently just had a recent example of this in 2026. If you shop at any of the fancier supermarkets, you've probably seen this egg brand before. It's called Vital Farms.
This is becoming one of the most disappointing rabbit holes we've ever seen with our food. Third-party testing revealed Vital Farms eggs are about 23% linoleic acid, similar to canola oil. And their PR team spent all of yesterday digging themselves into a deeper and deeper ditch. But everything changed in 2020 when the company went public. Today, some of Vital Farms' major shareholders are the likes of BlackRock, Vanguard, and Amazon. This transformed Vital Farms from farm to table to a profit equation. First fed on corn and soy, which are cheap inputs subsidized by the government. Yolks artificially colored darker for visual appeal and technically pasture raised, but not necessarily rotated consistently to fresh pasture. So this is one of their farms. You can see, okay, a few chickens on pasture, but wait, what's that in the back? Look at this. It's a massive factory farm building. Where are the rest of the chickens? There could easily be 20 to 30,000 birds in that building. And you can see this with all their farms, okay?
Things like this is true and undeniable. You see, I watch No Lab Coat Required. If y'all know who I'm talking about, go watch No Lab Coat Required. He be breaking all this down.
Okay, we see a few chickens on pasture, but then what's that in the back? Another massive factory farm building. Mind you, it looks like a beautiful day outside, a perfect time for the birds to be outside. Vital has even admitted that up to 90% of hens are housed in barns indoors. So they're operating in this gray area where they can label it as pasture raised because they technically have access.
Yeah, and a lot of the labels and all that on like meat, especially eggs, are just fake. Like they came up with their own certification, USDA FB or something like that. Like they pay for that certification just so that they can have that. So when you shopping for it, you like, it's certified. It's cheap too for this certification because you paying for the cert, not for the eggs. That's really what people see.
Even though that might just be a tiny door they never go through.
Yeah, so they recently got exposed for being a fraud. And it's sad to see that things like this can just continue happening unchecked unless some sort of third party, goes out of their way and takes the initiative to test these brands. Because let's be honest, if no one took the initiative to test them, they would have kept selling their eggs. And people would have kept thinking they were eating the most high quality, healthiest eggs out there. 20 to 30 years later, they contract cancer or some sort of disease and whole time it's linked to the eggs. Do you see how fucked up that is? And I mean, it's gotten to the point where people genuinely have fatigue. They're just fatigued from everything being, cancer causing, unhealthy, healthy. You don't know who to believe. 1 second something is advertised as healthy and good for you. The next second it's not. And all of a sudden it causes cancer.
Why does everything cause cancer these days? Like someone told me that I needed to start wearing sunscreen or else I would get skin cancer, so I did. But then
no, that one's real. That one's real. Cause I'm black. I don't need I put on sunscreen every day now. Especially I've been working on my car. My shit blew up. So I'm opening the engine head gasket. I'm literally putting on sunscreen every day. That one's real.
When I started using the sunscreen, I saw a video talking about how that exact sunscreen causes cancer too. What am I supposed to even do at this point? I'm scared to breathe because I think someone's gonna say that causes cancer. I'm just gonna stay inside my house for the rest of my life.
I think I'll buy this cup for my son. He loves Legos. That'll be $1. All right, here you go. Now, before you buy it, you should know that we put chemicals in those cups that cause cancer. Why? It's cheaper to make that way. Well, how much is the cup that doesn't cause cancer? That would be $75.99. I'll take the cancer cup.
People are literally starting to just say, fuck it. I'm gonna live however I want. I'm gonna eat whatever I want. Enjoy my life.
And then when you get cancer, it's because of the food. No, don't live or eat however I want, do it. But like, You see what I'm saying?
As much as I can, because at the end of the day, we're all doomed and we're gonna die anyways. And I can't necessarily blame them for developing this pessimistic view of the world, because it truly does feel like everyone's trying to get one over on you. And look, I wish I could come on here and provide you guys with some sort of solution, but I can't, because at the end of the day, the powers that be are not looking out for your best interest. Because let's be honest, does our food need to be as processed as it is? Probably not. But does it be in that process help with things like shelf life, profit margins, consumer enjoyment, thus addiction to products? Of course it does. And as long as that's the case, I don't see things changing anytime soon.
Here's what I would say for y'all. I would say take everything in moderation, right? Everything you do, you gotta do it in moderation. W video shans, by the way. Do everything in moderation. Teach yourself up on certain things that you should be looking for or looking out for. The moment you sit here and give up is the moment you're gonna get cancer when you're older. And you're gonna be like, why'd I get cancer? Oh, because you said I give up. I'm gonna just do whatever I want to do when you was in your 20s. You feel me? So I'd say do it in moderation, research and like look things up. Don't just hear what everybody's saying about microplastics and do it. Red 40 and do it. And on top of that, a lot of the people that have a lot of things to say about cancer and all this and that and that and that, y'all are not active to begin with. Y'all are not active. Get your activity, get your steps in if you have to, and moderate your food. You can eat whatever you want. Moderate your food. Track your calories, roughly at least. At least know how much you're maintaining, and when you eat, you're like, I can eat this, I can eat this. And you'll be fine. Eat a cookie, eat whatever you want to eat. Red 40, eat whatever you want to eat. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe. Love y'all to death, boy.